Hi everybody! Welcome back to another video of Nature Kids where I'll be doing civics. This is part 2 and the topic is our school. Also, that's what it said in part 2 also, but never mind that. I'll be actually doing the government textbook bit in your government textbook and some valid points which are in your book. I'll be covering those especially. So stick around and please subscribe. Anywho, let's get started with the lesson. I myself inquire information regarding me. As a student of this school, the information provided in the diagram will help you understand and identify yourself more accurately. As you can see at the right side of the screen, this is actually one of the pictures you have for your government textbook, so you might recognize it. Anywho, these things we have in the picture are actually very important to study, so you better study them. These things are actually information you should have when you think about yourself or gathering information, inquiring me. So let's see what they are. My personal information or one's identity, good characteristics I possess, my weaknesses, my skills, and obstacles and challenges I face in life. Who am I? This is actually a good question. You might say that your name is Timmy or something, but I know a lot of you might not be Timmy, but still, example, every citizen has an identity. To recognize your identity as a student, you can do different things. Either you can ask your oldies, also known as your parents, or you can fill in this biodata if you know everything about you. This is actually also a picture from your government textbook, so you better study the way this comes up in your test. I mean, like, you should study the way that it pops up. Like, first you have name with initials, next we have date of birth, something like that. You just have to study the order, because I'm quite sure you'll get something like this in your term test. Now we're going to talk about your good qualities. Dayavi, a grade 6 student of Nelum class of Vavaga Junior School, wrote down her good qualities as follows. These are something that you should have as good qualities. Now let's see what they are. Patience, respect others, you're kind, you're truthful, you're happy, simple, honest, disciplined, stuff like that. You have to study, let's say, 5 of these. Now we're gonna hear a great Sri Lankan who used his talents for childhood to achieve success in life. Also, this is a story, so grab your popcorn. This is about Dr. C.W.W. Kannangar, which you probably have heard of. Christopher William Vijayakun Kannangar was born on 13th October 1884 in the village of Randumba, located in Balapitiya and Ambalangoda. He lost his mother at the age of 6, but his stepmother treated him with kindness. Showing great talent in his childhood, he received his primary education at Rambaba Weasley Missionary School. At a school prize giving, young Kannangara won many prizes, which were presented by the chief guest, Reverend J. H. Darrell, the principal of Richmond College. When C.W.W. Kannangara was 14 years old, he won a scholarship to Richmond College. He received free board and lodging along with excellent educational facilities. Being satisfied with these opportunities, he focused entirely on his studies and made the best use of resources available to him. He never expected any special privileges. It may have been the hardships he experienced during his school life that inspired him to help underprivileged children in Sri Lanka. Being an exceptional intelligent student, he obtained the highest marks in mathematics at the Cambridge Senior Examination in 1903. He was the captain of the school cricket team and a member of the football team. He was well known as a talented debater and actor. Later, he worked as a teacher at Richmond College. While serving as a teacher at Prince of Wales College, Moratuwa, and Wesley College, he pursued his studies in law. He joined the legal professions in 1910. While practicing as a lawyer, he became actively involved in social work and politics. In 1923, he was elected as a member of the State Council representing the Galle District. In 1931, C.W.W. Kannangara was re-elected to the State Council, and he also served as the President of Sri Lanka Jatila Sangamaya. He was the chairman of the Executive Committee on the Education of the State Council and became the first Minister of Education in 1931. He was the pioneer of free education in Sri Lanka. C.W.W. Kannangara was paved the way for all children to receive free education from primary to university level by establishing central colleges and promoting the vernacular education system in Sri Lanka. So, C.W.W. Kannangara rendered a dedicated service for the betterment of education in Sri Lanka. In recognition of his invaluable contribution, he is honored as the father of free education in Sri Lanka. And you can see a nice selfie photo of him. That is a good pose, my sir. And here is a diagram from your government textbook which says methodologies that can be utilized for the development of abilities and talents that individuals possesses. Practically, you have to study, let's just say 5. Even though there's like a truck ton a lot given here, you just have to study 5 because I guess that's the limit which might come for your term test. But if you want to study more, you can study more. It's your choice. Anyway, some of these are newspapers, one's own life experience, by participating on self with various training programs implemented in society, stuff like that. Just study the lot and you'll be okay for the term test. Now, all of us have talents, but how do you find them? Or even know you have these kind of talents? Identifying your abilities and interests and work on improving them, and we have a few other points which might help you on finding your talent. Display your talents at the right time and place you build your self-confidence. Understand that your talents are important for progress of society and continue to develop them. Realize that by understanding the nature of the life, you can make the best use of your skills and connect them efficiently with your abilities. Now here we're getting serious. That's why I put a black screen. Anyway, the serious bit is, by excluding the things that are difficult for you or those you do not like, you can build up the aims of your life according to your talents and abilities. So that's all for today, guys. Don't mind the pink, but you please subscribe. Yep, I did not do my grammar right, but please subscribe because it makes me happy. And why not even press that like button and maybe even share it for your friends as well. Anyway, it's time for me to leave because the time is up. And I'll see you in our next video, which hopefully I'll be posting very soon. Until then, bye guys.